drive them into the void. For research purposes.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a spider. Okay. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm burned out just like Jason do. You like me? Like my bad, man. Oh yeah, you told me about you were gonna do that. Yo, that shit was hilarious when he said like, "Hey man, Mister, I'm taking holidays off or whatever." What was that? What was it? Mister 4 days a week? Yo, you're the goat. Oh, it's right here on the left. Look, Fortnite bus. On your right. This is the same bus we were using right now for when we got off the bus.
We have not formally met. I am Ido, scribe of House Light, daughter of Mizrak Skell, whom you already know.
Yes. Mizrax and I are well acquainted.
Oh no, I'm talking to him right now.
I have heard the stories.
Have you now?
Do you hold a title, sir? I've heard what they call you.
It's just funny when she's like, "Here, this guardian behind me," and I'm like, right behind her. With my dog.
Spider is better than Fallen, and no worse than your old man.
I like that whole thing was like, I was like, oh,
Mithras.
like when you heard him, it's like, oh, who's that drifter? Is that you? It's like, and I'm like, oh, we were rescuing
Yes,
fucking
some of them
Spider.
struggle to pronounce his name.
It was funny though because a lot of people were shitting on Spider. It's like, oh, they're gonna kill off Spider. They're killing him off. If they're getting rid of the planet, he's gonna die. And I guess Bungie was like, you know what? Fuck you guys.
Oh,
How about
yes,
that?
this guardian is quite competent. I still hope I will be able to assist somehow.
No, but like a lot of people were just like bombarding, talking shit. Like it was like in the masses. You know, like how people like talk shit about LeBron James.
Pirate crews have put a touch of
Like, you
fear
know, like basically he's a threat to, like, you know,
Yes,
like
he
Michael
seems
Jordan's legacy or whatever because he has a harder road than
I am a
Michael
scribe.
Jordan in getting
Chronicling our
championships.
history is part
And
of my
like,
position.
basically this year,
down,
mid-season, he's
must be as
gonna
excited about the
break
adventure as any of us.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. No one has beaten it since he retired.
No,
So that the fact that he's gonna get that shit like mid-season this year, and people talk shit like, "Oh, LeBron ain't a scorer like Michael Jordan,"
Of course.
and like, "Yo, this guy
Welcome to the
averages,
last
this guy
city.
does triple
May the
doubles."
light provide.
You know what I mean? So like the fact, because the fact is that Michael Jordan back in the day, he was asked to score, but like now in this game, the way this game is like compared to other people, he's asked to do more than just scoring. He defends the ball now. Like he's the only guy right now in terms of like from his class, because he came from the same class as like Carmelo, I think Dirk Nowitzki, and I forget who else. But he was like the only guy from his class that could play all 5 positions still to this day. Like for instance, like KD, he's just a he's a scorer, but he's like a two-way player. He could play defense and he could score. But LeBron plays all 5 positions, and he's a power forward. So I'm like, bro, like just stop.
Now,
Yeah, ahoy, anchor. Unless they tell me to go back to the helm.
What does my guardian
No,
need?
they just say go back to that, go to that Kishka, whatever it's called.
If we meet again.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. But yeah, bro, it's been a hell. Like, bro, this is just the first week of school. I told my pay got bumped up to 17 an hour, so I've been purposely staying at work. After work, just kind of like chilling for like an hour to get the extra pay. So basically, like when everyone's transitioning, but I mean the thing is, my client is a bad client, like the one that I'm specialized to talk to or whatever. Because like usually like a lot of the nurses and shit, like you know how the nurses are, like the nurses, they are scared of the guy, right? You know, they're scared of crazy people. You know, that's just a stereotype. Like they're there to treat them and everything. Say, hey, you know, we treat them. We make sure that everyone gets the same type of medical care in terms of like, you know, that in terms of that stereotype, they know they have a job to do in making sure like their medical care is needed. But besides the other stuff, like their psych stuff, they get freaked out, or like, you know, they, you know, say, hey, I can't overpower them or anything like that, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, this guy is 61 years old, and like you could basically, like this guy is so fragile. He's like one of those guys where like you could literally do the little tap on the nutsack, like, you know, like when people are just tapping on the nuts, like, oh, like that. And then you could do the thing where like you blow on his face, like, and then like they just fall down. Like he's like that type of a fragile dude. Like once you do that, like it's game over for him, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a bitch. But like the thing is, like he does a lot of bad, stupid shit. Like for instance, today, he broke the headboard of the. It's funny, like he's a weak person, but in terms of property damage, like he takes out all his frustration on property damage. Like he mustered. It's almost like he goes Super Saiyan just to do property damage. So, like today he broke the headboard of his bed. Yeah, because of like his whatever frustrations or whatever, you know, whatever it is. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, you know, you got fucking sand in your vagina. I don't know, dude, but. Like I said, like it, you know, it is what it is. I just made it. I just like kind of like faked the funk, saying like, oh, I'm just watching over him because he had a behavior, and like, you know, I wrote it down in the log, like, you know, it's in the electronical log. You know, you go onto the website, you put in all your notes, and like everyone can see it. So yeah, so I mean, I basically covered my ass for that. But tomorrow I'm gonna be making some extra money. I have to come in early in the morning because there's a couple of nurses and a DSP person. They have to take someone for an appointment, and I'm gonna be left behind with that dumb fuck and at least one client. But that person is you know, they're like bound to like a wheelchair, like, you know, they can't move. because they got cerebral palsy or whatever. Like, you know, like Stephen Hawking. Yeah. So like it's like easy money. So I just gotta make sure this dumb fuck doesn't do anything stupid. And like he hates me too because he knows that I don't put up with this shit. Say no, bro. I'm not. And the thing too is like, you know, obviously since there's like a lot of women there, like they take his shit, you know. So except for my supervisor, that's like the only person that's like, hey man, you're not gonna be bossing these people around or whatever. Yeah, because I told her, dude, I was like, the moment this guy leaves, it's a wrap. It's like easy money. Like what? Oh yeah, because he's just done so much property damage and so much stupid shit. That, you know, he's the same guy who drank the paint. Okay. Oh, we're getting on the pirate ship. It's like a real space pirate ship.
I see you boarded our attacker's vessel. Perhaps now they'll negotiate.
Negotiate.
So good.
No wonder House of Judgment women stink.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm counting the days, yo. Like it got to the point where it's like, oh, like, you know, like don't let him know because he's gonna be crying and bitch. He's like, oh, I don't want to leave or whatever. But like I tell him to his face every day. Like now it's like, oh man, you're gonna be leaving. It's gonna be good. It's like, oh, they're not gonna give me my coffee. I'm like, no, you ain't gonna get shit. Like I talk so much shit to him when like there's no staff there. He said, you're gonna be in a ranch because they told us like the place he's gonna be is gonna be like this you know, next level home that's like that specializes for people in his condition. So it's like you know, like basically the place is like secluded. It's like a ranch home, like you know, yeah, middle of like nowhere type of thing. I know where like the area is. Like it's, you know, it's by Livermore, so it's kind of like on the way to San Francisco. But you know, it's still like over maybe an hour away from San Francisco. You're closer to San Jose, California, which is like 30 minutes from San Francisco. But you know, it's kind of like an hour and a half from San Jose, maybe.
Guardian down.
Yeah, but it's great though because like, yo, Billy, you know, in terms of my company, my friend, you know, the company that my friends are still working for, he's gone. You know, he's in NorCal now. He, like, you know, he's in that northern part of California, like San Francisco. This guy is practically almost going back because this guy, you know, the guy Dan, that's his name, Dan. He's originally from San Francisco, so he's from originally the Bay Area. So he's like, he's a fanboy for the 49ers and like the San Francisco Giant, you know, baseball team. Stupid shit, like, you know, the San Francisco team like that. So he's gonna be kind of like somewhat be going near there and everything like that. So it's whatever. And then, you know, I have a lot of people that hate on me too because I take time off to, like, you know, like let's say like visit you like in New York or go to Ecuador or whatever. And they're like, oh, what are you gonna do if he's not gonna be here? It's like, and I was just like, I forgot what I said. Oh, I was like, I forgot what I said. Oh, you know, I did because, you know, there were women, and so like I was just fucking trying them mad hard. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do OnlyFans. I'm gonna take pictures of my feet, my shoulders, my hairy ass forearms.
I recommend a tactical retreat.
Yeah, that's what I told him. So yeah, I'm just gonna do OnlyFans, and you know, everyone's doing it. No. That's what I'm gonna do. Is like, oh, what happened if like they don't need me for the job anymore because like he's gonna be gone? But I'm gonna try to what's it called? What's that word? Politic to get work at one of the houses that's literally like 4 minutes away from the house. Like maybe even less than that. It's like 3 minute drive from the house. Yeah, they think like, oh, he ain't gonna be part of the house or anything like that. Yeah. So like they hate on me hard. That's why I say that shit. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do OnlyFans, you know, just to give them shit. And I did. I was just getting like mean bugged by the ladies. No, because they get mad. They're like, oh, he takes time off or all the time or whatever like that. But I follow by the rules. I talk to my boss. I'd be like, yo, you know, I do 2 weeks out just like you told me to. Oh yeah.
Guardian down.
You know, I'm just trying to get these duality kills. Yeah, I'm almost at 100%. Duality catalyst. This shit is gonna be a fucking DPS monster for bosses once I get it.
Normally these cowards would have broken it.
Oh, you got it!
Instead,
Yeah, I want to get that Thunderlord catalyst.
Aramis must be more
Yeah, Thunderlord
persuasive
catalyst
than we
now. They got it
realized.
for Arc 3.0, Strikes, Gambit, Crucible. Yes. Yeah, it's in the catalyst log. So, you know, if I have the time and the place, I'm gonna be hitting up them, you know, strikes, baby, you know. I got 9 chances to get that shit before Gambit. Come on, open that door. Yeah, you go. Nah, they never do. Privateer. That's funny. They got all these pirate names for these things. They got one called Scurvy too. Oh my god. I got enemies for days here. You know what? We'll tell this fucking turret. There you go. Yeah, Stasis. Seriously, Stasis Warlock has been my best friend. The Bleak Watcher, baby. Oh, I got the masterwork done. What? What? I knew I was a goat. Let's get this catalyst done, baby. Come on. This thing's taking forever to load. Damn, they give me 95 range? I thought they were gonna give me at least a fucking reload speed, but shit. What else I got here? Oh yeah, the Black Talent, right? Or White Zero, Jesus Christ.
tiny sea shanty, as you call them.
Yeah? How's it go?
Well, it begins with a nonverbal
Ahoy.
invocation and speaks of camaraderie and combat. Then
Well.
it becomes difficult to translate.
That was easy.
I'll study this further.
There is no what do we call it? No oh, I got a scout rifle, nice. Thank you, Scurvy. No stress, baby. We basically did this with no effort.